are thieves, and they move with their borders. They come near you. When they reach you, they grab your smartphone. And I have to tell you this, I happened to witness 4 cases. I happened to witness 4 cases of phone theft here, and I'm
nilipatana na udem.
So hello everybody, I hope you're doing fine and everything is happening the right way. And in today's evening, I'm taking a walk in a place which happens to be dangerous. This road that I'm taking, I'm moving on the road which is going to Chiwango Mukono. This place is Nabusugwe, and I am heading to Nabusugwe town. And shockingly, I'm heading to this town for the bad reason. I want to showcase to you this town, and of recent it is having a bad record of smartphone grabbing. They are grabbing smartphones here, and if you come with your smartphone, you better be careful. People here happen to be riding motorbikes. You think that they are boda guys, but these people are thieves, and they move with their borders. They come near you. When they reach you, they grab your smartphone and go. And that is what is currently taking place in this small town. So if you're in Nabusugwe town, all you have to be careful. You should focus on yourself. When you have a smartphone, you must be careful, because this place has turned to be very bad. I happen to, this road that you're seeing is going to Nabusugwe town, the main town of Nabusugwe, and it is not a safe place, especially if you are someone who is carrying your phone with you. You must be careful, because what is taking place here is so mind-blowing. And I have to tell you this, I happened to witness 4 cases. I happened to witness 4 cases of phone theft here, and I'm very aware of it. So when you're moving with your smartphone in the late evening hours, there are high chances that you will not go back with your phone, because people who are here are pretending to be riding boda, but most of them are thieves, young men who have the energy to do work that can profit them, but they have resorted to grabbing phones. Can I tell you something so shocking? I happened one time to be carrying a back bag at night at around 8 p.m. and there was no power in the whole of Nabusugwe. I was on the border passing through Nabusugwe town. Trust me, I was robbed. Someone came from behind. I don't know, actually. I don't understand how they happened to rob me, because I was sitting on a border, and my senses told me like somebody was coming from behind on a border too. And little did I know it, I didn't bother to think so much. My senses just went off like that. Reaching home, I found my bag was open, and they had grabbed all the clothes plus the charger of my smartphone, which was inside the bag. Can you imagine? That is Nabusugwe, and that is the reason as to why today I'm showcasing to you this town. It's a very great town, developing at a high speed, and people are getting land here and constructing. Most people work in Kampala also have their residential houses here, but what is spoiling it is that story of it being a home for phone grabbers. Smartphone grabbers are here, and when you see them riding their bikes, you must be suspicious of them, because some pretend to be coming to you to ask you, like you are a customer, that where are you going, and in the process of their conversations with you, they grab the smartphone and take off all your bag. And then others wait. When you are riding along the road, when they are riding along the road, they find you walking along the road with your smartphone, they grab it. So this is the town. I have just arrived at the town of Nabusugwe. That is how the town looks like. That is Nabusugwe town. This road I have been walking through is going up to a place called Chiwango. And Chiwango connects to Mukono, connects to Misindye, Jogo, Seta, and then Mukono. So if you are having your smartphone, this is the town that you should be careful of. You see people pretending to be carrying out businesses as whatever does, but actually they are not. You check that route. This is Nabusugwe town that I was telling you about, and if you reach here, of course you will understand that this is the Nabusugwe I've been telling you about. That road I'm pointing at goes to Jinja Misindye, connects to Sonde, connects to Namugongo. So when you come through that, you reach here, and this place I'm pointing at the petrol station is where the taxi stops. This is the main stage where the taxi stops. But as the taxi stops there, you will of course get out of the taxi. And when you get out of the taxi, that's when you have to take care of everything now. So I've shown you the route going to Namugongo. In front there goes to other deep parts of Nabusugwe, and I'm going to take you through the inside part. I'm going back behind and will take you through. This is the road I was coming through. I was telling you it goes to Chiwango, and of course as I'm vlogging right now, I'm very sure, I know that this place is a place of smartphone grabbers, so I'm conscious about that. So let me take you through this town. I'm gonna take you through this town. We're walking through this center where this place happens to be having some kind of danger. Let me take you through this. Yes, I'm trying to enter through this place, going inside this small town of Nabusugwe. But as I'm moving here, I'm scared. I'm afraid, guys. What if somebody grabs my... Okay, I know it won't happen because I am already conscious about that. And that road you're seeing me coming through is from the center of Nabusugwe, and I'm going inside. I'll get out of the main developed place of Nabusugwe. That's a trading center, of course, and when I reach there, I'll show you how it looks like and explain to you what takes place there. But as I told you before, the only thing you must be more careful about is your smartphone. So I had two scenarios of theft in Nabusugwe town, whereby one, I told you, I robbed. They opened my back bag when I was carrying on sitting on a boda. After opening that, of course, they stole all my clothes inside there, and I just found an open bag on reaching. That's the day I feared this place. And another second scenario happened actually when it was night time, like a week ago, and you won't be surprised that this very phone I'm carrying is what they wanted to take. When they grabbed this, anyway, it was good that they didn't succeed, because when they grabbed this and they tried to grab my phone, someone was riding a motorcycle, and we were three people walking along the road. So as we were walking along the road, three of us, none of us could be suspicious of what was happening. And we were just like that, conversing and moving on normally the way people always move while conversing along the road. And out of the blue, somebody just came behind us and tried to grab my phone. And what helped me was the consciousness that I had in my head. So when someone tried to grab it, I was holding it firm. Meanwhile, I was using it for a torch, but I was holding it firm. So when the person tried to grab, failed, and was on motion on the motorcycle, tried the second time, I held it firm, and in the process, the phone fell down and he ran away, riding very fast. I picked my phone, I started chasing him while shouting, is the names of a thief, but of course, no one can help you. He just ran freely like that. But the good news, I had saved my phone. But that is what you should be aware of. It's a dangerous place to be, especially when you're someone who is not careful about your property when you're moving along the road, because when you move along the road with your property, there are higher chances that they grab it. I had a story of someone who even bought these local snacks and chikomando, that chapati mixed with beans, was carrying in a black cover. Little did he know that somebody targeted grabbing it. So it was grabbed, and they grabbed not knowing maybe it was chikomando. I don't know what he felt after reaching. Maybe he thought there was something valuable in the kavera that he was grabbing. So this is a part of the center. I've reached part of the center of Nabusugwe, as you can see, and I'm still continuing to walk through. This is the town of Nabusugwe. Businesses going on as usual. As I told you, this is a place developing very fast. You can see businesses ongoing, people making chapati business, people selling clothes in the boutique, and it's a great place if you want to do business. Of course, it works. But my main reason for coming here was, number one, to showcase for you how the town is developing, Nabusugwe town. Then number two, also to warn you of the danger that awaits you as you come to this town. And as I have informed you now, I can tell you I happened to go through 4 experiences when I saw people losing their smartphones in this town. The first experience I went through, I was walking with a person whom I left at the roadside to go and get something in the shop. I only heard him shouting after a motorcycle passing near him, only to realize he was chasing the bike that had grabbed his phone live. I saw that one with my own eyes. And the second scenario was when I was moving at night in the trading center of Nabusugwe, and what I saw was so touching. I was behind, there was somebody in front of me, and a motorcycle also came. The way they always grab smartphones here, came from behind, tried to grab his phone, but he was conscious. He was holding his smartphone in his hand, but he was conscious. So when they tried to grab it, he pushed it aside and he grabbed me. On grabbing me, this man on the motorcycle continued riding while warning him that you really survived. I don't think you would survive losing your phone that time. Can you imagine? They even have the confidence to talk, to utter bad words after stealing your smartphone. That was the second scenario. The third scenario that I witnessed was when I was walking and I had a woman running while shouting, crying that she had lost all that she had. This woman had so this is the small town I was talking about. It's developing fast anyway. This woman had 500,000, I guess, something like that, because I had her crying of something like 500,000 in the phone, and all her documents in the phone had been lost after 2 thieves came. One was having a motorcycle, one was walking along the road. So this one walking had targeted her. She was standing in front of a canteen, and after targeting her, they grabbed her smartphone. After grabbing her smartphone, the thief who grabbed it jumped on the motorcycle and they went. So basically, if you come to this Nabusugwe town, this is a town of smartphone grabbers. They grab smartphones here. So if you come with your smartphone, expect either to go with it back or to lose it. I just warn you that we have to be careful of this place, because if we don't be careful of this place, we are going to lose all our valuables that we are carrying, especially in the late evening when we are walking along this place. So basically, this is the town. I've showcased you a little part of Nabusugwe town, and the title is sad. A town, Nabusugwe town of smartphone grabbers. Nothing else. I don't have for the town because of these people who have spoiled the name of this town. The time when I was robbed of my clothes in the bag from this town, when I went to the police post to report, remember it included corporate wears of the company I'm working for, so they could still use these uniforms to commit a crime, and after committing this crime, of course, they would think that the company I was working for had involvement in the crime. So I had to report the case to the police post. Instead, this police just shocked me. Instead of helping me, hi babies, hi babies. So these people, hello, these people here, this police, instead of helping me, they started again narrating to me how these people rob. They were like, oh, they robbed you, they opened your bag and picked clothes. I said yes. Then they were like, hey, thank God. did they steal everything? I said, no, some clothes survived. They were on a rush. Then instead they were warning me that, hey, my God was great because that bike which was carrying me had not made a deal with other thieves. And they had to narrate to me that in most cases, these motorcycles who are the boda who are thieves and grabbing people's smartphones, they make deals with their colleagues. After making deals with their colleagues, they carry you as a passenger, and they reach a certain point, they start pretending that their bike is down. At that point, they are pretending that their motorcycle is broken down. They have partners they are communicating with who are coming from behind. These partners of them will come with a motorcycle and stop in front of you where the motorcycle you are being carried on has broken down. So, but it's a pretense, it is not true. So at that time, those people who have stopped with their motorcycle in front will come and rob you. After robbing you, they jump on that very border which was carrying you, and they turn back, they leave you stranded. So the police was like, you thank God they didn't have that deal. If they had that deal, those people who robbed you were going to stop and rob you fully, and that motorcycle carrying you would turn back and go with them. So that is how they plan robberies in Nabusugwe town. So, members of the society, you have to be careful if you are moving in Nabusugwe town, because the third case I witnessed was so touching when that woman cried loudly about losing all the monies and documents in the smartphone. And then the fourth situation I witnessed of smartphone robbery in this Nabusugwe, it was me myself. My phone just survived. I told you about it. I had to struggle hand in hand with the thief until he had to ride his bike away and left me to move. But it was a tough situation. The screen of my phone got broken. Of course, if I had not put a screen guard, I would have lost the phone, because the screen is quite expensive, you know, with Samsung things. So that is what actually happened in this place. And if you happen to come nearby, I have given you prior warning that it is not safe to move with your valuables on these roads of Nabusugwe. You are very vulnerable to thieves. But what I have witnessed less again, what I've heard, that this place again, they rarely open people's houses and steal. But the main kind of theft taking place here is that one of robbing people along the road, grabbing things that people are carrying. And these are done by these people who act like bodas. But do you know what they do? They don't have brake lights at night. So when they grab your valuable and start running away, you can't read their number plate because they switch off the brake lights. So the Uganda police, you have to be alerted. If there is a way you can provide security in Nabusugwe town, save the people. This is a place developing at a fast rate, and many people have constructed this way. If there is theft going on like this, it discourages people who want to come and settle in this place. The police post that I went to at that time was in Misindye. That is the nearest police post to Nabusugwe town. But they were just mulling issues of maybe putting up patrol to check on this theft which is taking place. But they didn't take action, I can say, after that. But that is what they were just thinking about. And the Uganda police can maybe work hand in hand with the police of Misindye, connecting, because most cases of theft in Nabusugwe town is reported in Misindye police post or Seta police post. So the Uganda police can work hand in hand with those people to confirm what I'm talking about. They can find out about the issues of robberies in Nabusugwe town. It is always simple robberies, but it affects people so much. And they will find details of cases filed there, and they will believe that this place is dangerous. So that is briefly about Nabusugwe town. If you're coming, get to know this is a town of smartphone grabbers. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Until we catch up again, I remain yours truly, the Life of Daniel.